So my name is Kristin LaMotte, and I'm currently going through treatment for stage 3 breast cancer. Went to my very first mammogram. And when I went, they said, well, you have really dense breast tissue. And I didn't know what that meant. So I think the first thing I asked was, well, does that mean that I'm fat? And they said, no, that doesn't mean that. That just means that you have some fibrous tissue, and we want to send you for something a little bit more in depth. So did that and said, well, there's a spot there. We just want to kind of track it. And so 6 months later, I went back and there was no changes. And so felt good about that. Okay, there's no changes. We're just going to continue to track it. And then went back 6 months later. And at that point, it was palpable. Like I could feel it. I knew it was there. But in my mind, I just thought, well, if we're just tracking it, it's not anything. And so went in for my mammogram and my sonogram, and I could see it on the little girl's face. And I just said, what's going on? And she said, well, you have a mass in your breast, and you've also got some activity in lymph nodes. And so we want to do a biopsy. And so we did that and went in for the results and found out that I had stage 3 breast cancer and that it had spread to some lymph nodes in my arm. So I immediately got a plan together and was referred to receive treatment here and go to MD Anderson, and went with my husband. And we have 2 little boys. At the time, they were 9 and 6. And when we went to MD Anderson, they had a great plan, but they told me, they said 5 years ago, we would have sent you home on hospice. And, but we can do this. Like, we're gonna attack it, and you've got this. So I did 6 rounds of really intensive chemo and had an amazing partner in my husband who did cold capping so I could keep my hair. And, that was one of the things that my 10-year-old asked me when we told them. I read him a book, him and my youngest son. I read them a book because I'm a teacher. So read them a book about what was going on. And my oldest son's first thing was, Mommy, are you going to lose your hair? And I was, well, I might. But researched cold capping, and my husband said, if that's what's going to make you feel better about it, like we'll do it. So he, for 8 hours, would change out a cold cap every 25 minutes, and was able to do that during chemo, and then traveled to MD Anderson and had a bilateral double mastectomy with lymph node removal. And when I woke up from that surgery, my surgeon told my husband, we think we got it all. It looks good. And so we waited like on bated breath for a week and found out we got completely clean margins and that I had a total response to treatment. So we then moved to Houston for the summer so I could do my radiation treatment there. I had the placement of my tumor was really close to my heart and my lungs. And so we had to be really intentional about not causing any damage there. So we did 30 rounds of radiation at MD Anderson and moved there for the summer, and then came home, and I'm finishing up chemo now. I should be done in December, and then hopefully be done with it forever. Like, hopefully if we're done completely, and I'll have reconstruction in like February, March. So my biggest thing has just been my support system. Like, I tell my husband all of the time, I don't know how people who don't have that support do it, because there's days you're so sick you don't want to get out of bed, and you can't go to get a cup of water, right? Like, and so just having somebody there that's there for not only the big things, but the little things is super important as well. So I cannot wait to be like the rest of these ladies in 20 years and say, like, I'm a 20-year survivor once I hit that mark. So that's it.
The best advice I could give is to be your own self-advocate. Like, if you feel like something's off, say something. Don't wonder, don't Google it, just go to the doctor, let them give you peace of mind. And if it ends up being something, just know that no matter if it comes back that you have cancer or if you don't, there is a path forward in which you are going to be fine. I can remember sitting in a hotel room one night and just praying and saying, God, I need you to let me know, am I going to be okay? And I can remember not hearing, right, but like hearing, you're going to be fine. And breast cancer was so scary even 5 years ago, where women, that was a death sentence for most women. And medicine has come so far And there's so many ways in which you can treat it and live like these ladies 20 years later to tell your story and help advocate for other women. So my advice would be advocate for yourself, stay on top of your health, and be your own champion.